Hello everyone and welcome to Lena Chat. It's been a while since I've done one of these little update videos things, so I decided it was time because it's been a while since I decided to let everyone know what I was going on, especially since I've only got one set of one game kind of series going on being uploaded, and technically I left another thing hanging, and I'm going to go over that in this little video here. First thing, I'll go up with the thing that's been going on, which is Minecraft. The pack that I've been using, which is, it's basically, it's kind of Resonant Rise, but it's kind of not anymore, because one, I don't update it. Two, I've put things in it, and that's not in it. So it's kind of like Resonant Rise hybrid kind of thing. It's Resonant Rise 3 hybrid. My Resonant Rise 3 hybrid pack is that is getting close to being done, and I can see it is, because one, I'm pretty much unstoppable because of my armor set. There's one thing that can kill me in that entire game, and the building, because I set out to build a city in that world, and I'm getting close to being complete in that aspect. I still got a big project to do. So there's still a big project left to do, but that will be on a time that it's just going to be building. I'll go over that in that actual thing because I got to record it in a little bit, in fact. But that one's almost done, which brings me to the next point. I actually started a 1.8.9 pack from the Curse launcher, which is the Pioneers. Now, I've actually ripped it from the Curse launcher and have it launching through another launcher because I don't really like the Curse launcher. It's just, I don't know, I just prefer using Multi-MC when I'm loading mod packs. The only thing, I use the ATL launcher for the ATL packs, but I use the Multi-MC for FTB and the Curse packs as well. But, and custom packs. I do that for custom packs. But, pretty much, I started 1.8.9 Pioneers, pretty much because it had a lot of different mods in it that I've never tried before, and I'm like, I want to try these other mods, so I'm trying these other mods. And I've got like an hour recorded. That may go up the end of this week, because I may not have anything really to put up yet. Because really, I'm in building stages in the other one. Now, leave that maybe a couple of little short videos and then a big building video next week for the other things. Because I got the big builds left to do. Because I got the skyscrapers, the park, and the ships and the other one to do. Pardon my scratchy voice. It's kind of scratchy today. But that's where I'm at that. But there's a lot of mods in there that I wanted to try. And I wanted to try 1.8.9 as opposed to 1.710. Because I haven't been on 1.710 forever. So it's nice to move on to something else. It's just different. The next thing, I'll move on to the game that's been in hiatus for like forever, which is Disgaea for the PC. I haven't forgotten about it. I haven't technically stopped it, but I really haven't had time to play any of it. I played like an hour of it yesterday, and the way that game works is to level up to where I want to be. I have to spend probably, 100 hours to get to where I want to be. So I have choices here. I either A, can go get my PS2 copy and play through it using my save from it. Or I can continue through the story just unhappy with my levels. I'm thinking I'm going with the latter. Which means I may have to struggle with the bosses and stuff like that a little bit more, but at least I'll get to the story, because I kind of want to get to the story, because I kind of unhappy with leaving it just there. Because I kind of don't want to start any more RPGs until I have Disgaea finished on my channel. Because I kind of feel like just shafting Disgaea. I love Disgaea. Disgaea is like one of my favorite tactical JRPGs that's out there. It's just crazy that I've just left it. I've played it, but I just haven't had time to really focus on leveling up the characters like I really, really want to. Because that's just how the game works. Because really, sometimes in the item world, you get some really good runs, and you get everybody some epic experience, and sometimes you get some really bad runs, and you get some really poor experience, and nothing good comes out of it. So that's just how it goes. The only way I can think to make it better is to like grind a leveling piece of equipment and then use that. But that would, again, take time. And it's just, do I want to get to the story? Because I'm not going to get the best ending already. It's impossible to get to the best ending in the first game. Do I want to get to I could just go through the story. I know you reach a level 75 boss in the storyline, and that might help me boost my levels and help me get through and level up more. But yeah, that's the thing. So I may start going through that again. So that may, maybe not this week, but maybe next week. It just depends how things go. And now off onto the topic of JRPGs and other things like that. I spent a great time yesterday. A great deal of time yesterday. With my PS1 games on my desk. You might be like, why are you PlayStation 1 games on desk? That's because I finally found out that the PlayStation 1 emulator for a computer actually works again. Because I have Windows 10, and for a while there it didn't work. I didn't know that they'd updated it to it works again. So I'm like, hey, it works. It hasn't been that long, I say. I just noticed the date on it. So it hasn't been too long since it's worked. But I found that works. So I have PlayStation 1 emulation on my computer. So that means I have PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 emulation. Which brings me to the point I was like, I got to thinking, like, I don't know why Sony does not release an app or a program that, and let people buy this program so that people like me who have, how many do I have? Let me see how many games I have. I have a grand total of 56 PlayStation 1 games and 101 PlayStation 2 games. I don't think that's accurate because I think there's some that get counted. Because I bought a lot recently that like is my imported ones. So I actually probably have over that. I probably have more like 65 PlayStation 1 games and like probably like 100 and maybe like 20 PlayStation 2 games, most likely. So yeah, I have a lot of PlayStation games, and every single one of them is playable, and I still have systems to play them, but I would love to not have to drag those systems out to play them, because my PlayStation 2 is in a corner, because there's no place to hook it up. My PlayStation 3 is backwards compatibility, but it doesn't work on all the games, despite the fact that I have the original PlayStation 3 that's supposed to be fully backwards compatible. It's not fully backwards compatible. It is not, I promise you, because I could show you a game that has the bottom half of the game on the top of the screen and the top half of the game on the bottom of the screen. It is Wild Arms 3. It's actually released by Sony, which ironically is Sony. But I don't know why they don't see that that's a way to get money. That's saying, oh, all these people have all these games. I don't know why we don't make money by giving them a means to play their games again. Just release an app through, I don't know, there's just online stores because you have Steam that you could release it through as a program. Because most people don't use the softwares anyway, so most people probably won't even notice it unless you actually promote it. So yeah, I'll just sneak it in there. They're like, oh yeah, people, you can have this thing right here. And just release it, because you can't say it can't be done, because I've got all these games to work on my computer right now. So yeah, it's quite possible I may play some of them down the line once I get done with this Gaia. Or I may have two of them. Because there is one game I'm thinking about playing again, and I've got it in my head, and I'm like, I want to play this game again. Because I actually loaded it yesterday, and I played, I think, the very first part of it. It's not a PlayStation game, though. Because I kind of went crazy yesterday. I spent 4 hours yesterday. 4 hours. Getting an emulator to work, and load, and play correctly. Because it was like me trying to get the controller to set up correctly, trying to get me the videos set up correctly, trying to get everything set up correctly, trying to get it to load, trying to get it to work. I spent 4 hours yesterday getting a Dreamcast emulator to work. Instead of going to another room, getting my Dreamcast and its controller and hooking it up. And I spent 4 hours getting a Dreamcast emulator to run Shenmue. Yeah, I got a screenshot of it. I actually took a picture saying, yeah, I got 74 hours getting Shenmue to work, but I got Shenmue to work. Because they've been talking about possibly doing the remaster. And for a 16-year-old game, when I started that game, I'm like, this game is 16 years old. That's like, I don't even care. This is a pretty game for a 16-year-old game. It's like, it doesn't really need much of a cleanup. That game, it does not. It's 16 years old, and it was actually as nice as it was. So I may start that game very soon. But as I said, I kind of want to get to Disgaea. But I was like, I want to get Unshinyu, and I want to get to work on the forklifts, and I want to make all that money so I can get to China and all that other stuff so I can avenge my dad. Because that's the best thing ever, even though I can't do it because the third part is not out yet. I had the first and second game, by the way. But I never beat the second one. I had the PAL version of the second one. But I don't know how well the PAL version loads. I'm pretty sure if the first one loads, the second one loads as well. But yeah, I spent 4 hours getting that set up. Because I had to get I had to get a controller, a keyboard emulator for my controller to play with my PlayStation 4 controller. Because it would try to crash. It would not work with the controller without the emulator. Because I'm having to map the keys on my keyboard and use the controller and basically saying the keys on this controller are these buttons on the keyboard. It's a mess. Yeah, it's a mess. So I'm not sure when, if, however, when, whatever and stuff I'm gonna be doing that. But yeah, that's quite possible that Shinyu will pop up. Now there'll be some graphical glitches because emulator versus actual system, that it'll be some graphical glitches because it's just normal. Because sometimes with emulators, it's either audio glitches or graphical glitches. With high power games, there are a little bit of graphical glitches. I had some audio glitches, but I fixed them. There's a little bit of video glitches with Shinmu because I saw a couple of them, which is kind of weird. But it's fine. It's not that big of a difference because you have to think, it's either A, you go and hook up a weird system that one of my original Dreamcasts is basically a giant brick that you can use as a paperweight because you can't use it because you have to adjust the freaking lens to play it. I'm going to go into a tangent about my Dreamcast, but yeah, I'm not going to go into... I have 2 Dreamcasts. I have one that works and one that doesn't. My original one doesn't. The Dreamcast is highly unreliable tech, but it was a great system at its time. As long as the tech would have reliably worked. But yeah. Let me get off the tangent of Shenmue. Because I'm crazy. I'm just crazy about it, okay? Relax. On to the PC game universe. I played Stellaris. I've actually recorded like an hour like gaming glimpse of it. And it should come up maybe tomorrow. I just have not put the video together. I was going to try to have it up yesterday, but I didn't have it. I got really, really lazy. And ended up going through all my DVDs yesterday. Well, not all of them. All my DVDs that's in 2 drawers. But I did not get the video put together. And it's not up yet. So, possibly tomorrow. I also recorded some of RimWorld. The Alpha 13 or whatever 13. I don't know what it is. What is that? 13 something? What is it? Let me flip down. It's still on my desktop. I kind of haven't played it since. It is 13.5? I don't know. Where's my game? Alpha 13. Yeah. Alpha 13. It's Alpha 13. But I had an urge to play that game, and I played it for several days straight. Yeah, and so I recorded some of it. It's more like an extended gaming glimpse, because I promised at the very beginning that I was not guaranteeing to finish it. There's some weird difficulty issues with that thing. You can set it to 1 difficulty, but it's almost like at the highest difficulty in that thing. You set it almost like the lowest difficulty in a difficulty, and it's still like you're getting constantly rated. So I had to change the difficulty in my game in this. So it's kind of like a precursor to it. It's like, I say screw it a lot of times. And I had to adjust the difficulty. So, yeah. That's the thing. But yeah. Is that all I had to say, I think? I don't think I have anything else coming around anytime soon. That's all I had written in my notepad to let know. I think that's all. I think that's all I had to say. I don't think there's anything else. I know. I went to Steam just to see. I know that they announced Civilization 6. I don't know if I'll buy it right off the bat. I may wait to make sure the game's any good before I buy it, because I don't want to buy a game that's crap. It looks good. I don't know if I want it though. It's kind of a iffy thing. There's several little games that I saw that I kind of want to play on Steam. I've got them in my wish list. Where's my wish list gone? There's a couple of games that I want to play. There's a couple of point-and-click adventure games I'm thinking about buying. But I don't know if I want to buy them. It's kind of like, do I don't know. I was going to buy a game that's kind of like, but I didn't expect it to be that much when it came out. So I was like, no, and I changed my mind on it. And I bought a little game through Humble Bundle. It's through Steam though. It's a Steam code that I may record a little bit of. Because I really liked the sound of the concept. So I may record some of that as well. I'm trying to get back to my gaming glimpses and stuff. Instead of just having Minecraft. I have a lot of Minecraft. I do a lot of Minecraft. It's quite obviously I do a lot of Minecraft. Yeah, help it. That's what I play a lot of. It's like I come home from work and I play Minecraft. It's great. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say. I'm actually gonna go play Minecraft. That's funny, isn't it? I just said I'm gonna try to get into other stuff besides Minecraft. I'm gonna go play Minecraft now. But yeah, maybe I'll go be crazy and play with Shinmu a little bit. No, I'm not gonna play Minecraft. Otherwise, I'm not gonna have anything up for today. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here, and I hope you have enjoyed listening to me rant, mainly about Sony and them not being a little bit crazy and not realizing they can make money by releasing apps or programs and things like that lets you play the games you already own. Because, hey, I think it'd be a good business venture. I'd pay like $50 for a program that runs my games that I already own. I mean, heck, the last time you could buy a PlayStation 2, it was like $100. And, you know, emulators are taking your possible times. I'd much rather support an official app than have to go through the checks and be like, does this website possibly have freeware on it and have adware and malware attached to it? Because guess what I had to do? Okay, before I leave, guess what I just had to do? I just had to finish doing it this morning. I had to go through 4 hours of getting rid of malware yesterday because of adware and malware that attached to me through these websites of trying to get through these apps and stuff to get the emulation to work. When I was working on my Dreamcast emulation stuff, I got a good program, but when I was trying to get a program before, yeah, it was the previous program that didn't work. I was unhappy, and it gave me viruses, so I had to get rid of all that stuff. But I'd much rather support an actual one than the other one. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here now on that tangent, and I'll see you next time. Bye.